Last year, this was the stunning development in a decades-old cold case. The body of Pauline Pusser was exhumed and an autopsy was performed. Strangely enough, when Pusser was murdered in 1967, investigators did not perform an autopsy, largely because of who she was married to, famed McNairy County Sheriff Buford Pusser. That cold case investigation is now complete. Chris Davis shares what was found.
Understand the difference between a poor, honest judge and a rich, dishonest one?
Perhaps nothing stands quite as tall as the persona of Sheriff Buford Pusser. In the 1973 movie Walking Tall, plus the many other adaptations that have come after.
You're all fired.
And while the real life of the McNairy County Sheriff was just as dramatic.
As sheriff, Pusser survived 7 stabbings and 8 shootings.
Questions have lingered for decades about the death of his wife, Pauline.
Pauline threatened to report Buford's corruption to the TBI. And he allegedly said, if you try that, you won't live to see the light of day.
It was August 12th, 1967.
The morning in question, the sheriff claims his wife came with him on a call when they were ambushed and shot in their car, killing Pauline and badly injuring the sheriff.
The case, built largely on Buford's own statement, closed quickly. Perhaps too quickly.
But over the last 3 years, the TBI and the local district attorney have reopened this cold case and were disturbed by what they found.
Events did not occur, as stated by Buford Pusser, and that Pauline Pusser was more likely than not shot outside the vehicle and then placed inside the vehicle.
Including doubts about how the sheriff received his own gunshot wounds.
That the gunshot wound to Buford Pusser's cheek was a close contact wound, not long range, as Buford Pusser described, and likely self-inflicted.
It's led them to this haunting conclusion.
That would allow us, if he were alive today, to present an indictment to the McNairy County grand jury.
The uncomfortable reality is a lot of people may have grown up watching this tough-on-crime West Tennessee sheriff, or at least the version they showed in the movies, and it inspired them to go into law enforcement. But it's also crucial to remember that to the family of Pauline Pusser, this was a real-life crime and a real-life nightmare.
I loved her with all my heart, and I missed her horribly.
Griffin Mullins is Pauline's last surviving sibling. He shared this pre-recorded response to the findings.
Just thank God that I finally got a closure. I lost my other sister, and I'm just sorry that she's not here to learn.
The file's not going to give you a, he did it and this is exactly how it happened summary.
Investigators admit these findings may not fully answer all questions for all people.
No one's above the law.
But perhaps, at least in some people's minds, Buford Pusser's legacy now doesn't stand quite as tall. Chris Davis, News Channel 5.
In a rare move, the TBI is making the entire case file a public record housed at the University of Tennessee at Martin. The university says they will digitize the files so anyone can access them online, but they warn that process is going to take a bit. Meanwhile, the city of Adamsville is responding since there is a museum dedicated to remembering Buford Pusser and his legacy. The city says in part Mayor Jackie Ham and the Board of Commissions will review these findings before taking the appropriate course of action.